What this is, Ginger McCall will tell you about. Ginger McCall is the staff counsel for the Electronic Privacy Information Center, EPIC, E-P-I-C. Their website, epic.org, and their Twitter is @epicprivacy. Ginger, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me, Tom.
So what is this technology that we're talking about?
So what we're talking about here is a patent that was uncovered, and basically what it does is it's an application for the iPhone, and this would automatically shut off the camera if the camera was being used in proximity to certain infrared sensors. And these infrared transmitters, these transmitters would be placed in a particular location, a large event. What they're proposing is a concert near the stage, and when the camera is turned on and pointed toward those infrared transmitters, then it would automatically shut down the camera function on the phone. Right,
so you basically can't bootleg your favorite Bob Dylan concert.
That is one implication of this technology, yes, but there are other implications as well.
And the other implications are the things that really concern me. What happens if they start putting these infrared transmitters on the top of all the police cars? What if police officers, in fact, wear small versions of them on their shoulders? We'll no longer see any more Rodney King videos. We'll no longer see any videos of police brutality. What if the RNC, with their mutant Ninja Turtles, the local police, are wearing these things and they shut down all the cameras? What if China or Syria, these regimes, start mounting these infrared transmitters on their tanks? What if members of Congress decide that they don't want to be embarrassed anymore in their town hall meetings, and they put these infrared transmitters up on their lecterns so that every cell phone in the building, within visible range of it, can no longer take a picture? No more macaca moments.
Exactly, and there are a lot of very anti-democracy and anti-citizen journalism implications of this. And one implication that I've been thinking about a lot is the use of these sorts of devices at protests. Not just protests abroad, like the protests that we've been seeing in the Middle East, but protests here in the United States as well. And the way that would just really shut down the opportunity for oversight and for public comment on government actions and for protest and free expression.
How far along is this?
Well, the patent has been uncovered. There's no word. Apple hasn't been commenting on whether or not they're actually going to implement this technology. But, I mean, it's very important that users push back against this because amateur videos have been shown to be very important to maintaining a vibrant democracy and creating government accountability. We've seen this in videos taken of violence against protesters in Middle East peace demonstrations, as well as videos taken here in the U.S.
Right. And even though Apple has filed the patent, that doesn't mean that it's not going to show up in a Motorola phone or some other phone who simply pays a small licensing fee to Apple for the right to put it in their phone.
It is true. This sort of technology could also be used in other phones. But it's important right now for users to push back against this. Apple hasn't announced that they're going to be using it yet. It's simply a patent. Users can say, we don't want this technology. This is not acceptable.
So we're talking with Ginger McCall. She's the staff counsel to the Electronic Privacy Information Center, epic.org. How exactly do we push back?
Notify the company, create groups online, use social networking tools, the same way that you would push back against any privacy infringement by a company. Publicize the fact that this is going on.
Well, that's what you and I are doing right now. Do you know of any websites other than epic.org that are talking about this?
I didn't have a chance to do too much searching on this. I did find several articles online reporting this patent.
Right.
It's something that really we need to generate buzz about.
Yeah, and in fact, my finding one of those was what led us to you. I mean, but this is a big deal. You're an attorney, right?
I am.
As I would assume, as staff counsel, you would pretty much have to be. Are there legal issues around this? Is this, from basic? I'm not a lawyer, but basic. The basic would it be a tort? That you bought a product and it's not what you think it is. You think you can use it as a camera, turns out you can't. To the larger constitutional issues of the right of expression of free speech, or the inverse of that, the ability to view things and share them with others. For example, like the Rodney King kind of thing.
Well, it would be difficult to, if you're talking about Apple that's applying this technology, it would be difficult to really stick any sort of constitutional infringement on them because they are a private actor. If you're looking at a government actor, then constitutional rights may apply. It would be a very sticky question whether or not this is an infringement. It's something that would be very court-specific. I'm not sure that I see any privacy torts that would apply here. Not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But there is the question, if you have a phone and they're going to be applying this retroactively, that could be problematic because you bought this phone, expected it to have a certain functionality, and then they've, in fact, turned this functionality off. But
the terms of use say they can be changed at any time simply by letting you know or you agree to it. So the next time you download an update to the software on your phone and it says, click here to say I agree, and it's 12 pages of bold type legalese, everybody just clicks I agree. Nobody reads it.
That is precisely the problem with consumer protection in the online context. And almost all of those policies include at the very end that disclaimer that allows them to change it at any time.
Right. So really the only way to stop this is to say to the companies, okay, fine, you got a patent, but don't put this in my phone because if you do, I'm going someplace else.
Yeah, exercise your rights as a consumer. Say, vote with your pocketbook.
Yeah.
Say, I will not buy this product if this is what you're going to do with it. We saw a lot of pushback against Apple's tracking that was discovered earlier this year.
Right.
And, the company, if there's enough pushback, they will respond. But it's important not to underestimate the importance of the freedom of expression that is at stake here. When they talk about it, they talk about this as being a patent that's going to just protect, artists' rights and revenues coming from concerts. But that's not the implication that we're going to be seeing on down the line.
Right.
This technology, if it is put in place in these phones, mark my words, it will be used by the police, by oppressive government regimes to try to shut down people's freedom of expression. And these videos, this consumer journalism, or this citizen journalism is very important. And we've seen examples of this. One example was Neda Agha Sultan, the Iranian protester who was shot by the government militia. And that really was an important point in those protests. It allowed the outside world to see what was going on and the kind of oppression that government was participating in.
Well, and the kid in Tunisia who self-immolated.
Yeah,
that triggered the whole...
Right here in the University of Maryland, after a basketball victory, there was a student who was beaten very badly by the police. And the police claimed the student had started the conflict. He had assaulted the police. A cell phone video taken by another student showed that was not the case. It was the police who started the incident, the police who started the violence.
Right, but if these police officers, as a little almost invisible piece incorporated into the microphone clipped on their shoulders, had an infrared transmitter that shut down cell phones in the region, we never would have seen those pictures.
We never would have seen them, especially since, as it was reported by several media outlets, the university surveillance footage of this incident mysteriously disappeared.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the importance of being able to have amateur videos and citizen journalism.
It's like another state. It's so much of our technology. The routers, the devices that can be used for deep packet inspection and things that might have commercial application in the United States are being used by other countries as as tools of oppression.
It's true.
This certainly could as well. Ginger McCall, Staff Counsel, the Electronic Privacy Information Center. More information, get over to epic.org, epic.org. Ginger, thank you for the explanation.
Thank you very much for having me.
Great speaking with you.